Hey, ladies and gentlemen, look on the screen. You see a beautiful young lady, gorgeous. Her mother has obviously taken good care of her and invested in her. She's gotten her braces. She's also studying to be a nurse. This young lady is no longer with us. I hate to say it, the Dusties, the derelicts, there's so much crime in the black neighborhood. They not only drive out the economy, businesses, they commit so much degradation. It's an embarrassment, and that's putting it mildly. If you notice, they have a pattern of also, they seem to snuff out the brightest. They snuff out the brightest. How many times you look up, especially I've seen this a lot in Atlanta, you'll look up and somebody gets a scholarship. Well, they got a scholarship, they're going to go to the University of, whatever. And then there's a party for the child who actually has a future, has some planning. Wait for it. And then it'll be a shooting, it'll be a killing. And some Dust Bucket Jr. are product of the Poverty D Club and Poverty B, that'll be the one to kill the child that has a future. And you all get offended as super predator. The community has those. Sometimes you need to get out of your feelings and just see things for what they are, and then attack it from there. We want to try to cover things up like, oh, hey, it's a really great place to live, guys. It is like so safe. You're gonna love it here. Just be able to move quick, dodge those bullets. So I want you to look at this story. Now, the mother said, oh, she was innocent, so I'm not sure if she knew of something. It seems like some people were hanging out, and there was a young man there. So I'm like, when the mom said she was innocent, makes me wonder. What she didn't say they were innocent. She said she was innocent, so it makes me wonder. The young man that was there hanging out, are you the one they're looking for? But just look at the video. She says she didn't say they are innocent, we're innocent. She just said she was innocent, which makes me wonder if she knows something. And that is why, I try to say for young black women, worst thing you can do is have a child early by Pookie and Ray Ray. Get to know yourself, try to better yourself, and if you can't escape, move away. It's not worth it. This makes absolutely no sense. And I want you to catch the video. Fair use, just heartbreaking. They they take away our best and brightest. And then you want to wonder why. Well, no, we need some jobs. Who's going to come and build where you are? And it's like the cowboy days wide up. And then what they're shooting each other over some old dumb beef. It's like, okay, so what would that get you? You still in the same dusty hood. You still wake up in the same dusty mug on your face that your mother gave you. You still wake up in the same dusty shoe. They got some beef. It doesn't even make any sense. It's not gonna put. Is it gonna put some money in your pocket? And I mean, like some real money where you can just uplift yourself. It makes no sense. So check this out. And fair use.
Tikiya Allen was here. 18-year-old Tikiya Allen's mother says her daughter is completely innocent in all of this. Detroit police say while she may be innocent, this shooting does not appear random, that someone at a gathering on the city's west side was likely targeted.
Prayers. Prayers. That's what I need right now. Prayers.
Kai Cooks is stoic but shocked. Her daughter is dead, murdered on a bicycle in front of a friend's house Wednesday afternoon on Detroit's west side.
I'm calm about it. I know she with the Lord.
18-year-old Tikiya Allen was here off Pingree near Linwood when a bright red Taurus drove by. Someone inside started firing at the duplex where people were hanging out. Tikiya, who her mom says was totally innocent, was killed. A 20-year-old man there too was shot but will recover.
Just don't shoot nobody just innocent. You took somebody's life. You took somebody's loved one. It wasn't meant for her.
Tikiya, a nursing student at Oakland University, gearing up for the fall semester, on her way to the ultimate dream of being an anesthesiologist. Dreams now gone.
I just want the killer off the street that did this.
And so does Detroit Police Chief James White.
You have an 18-year-old young lady at the beginning of her life, really,
that has lost her life. Chief White says the shooting does not appear random. He's asking for the community's help here, finding a bright red tourist sedan speeding away from the scene east on Pingree. It's absolutely unacceptable. Everybody's got to get tired of this. You got to get tired of me telling this story over and over again. There's a park across the street from where this happened. Several people at this gathering. It's a busy area. The chief, they're hoping the neighborhood speaks up and can recognize whoever owns that bright red sedan you saw in this story. They are, of course, asking for tips. You can call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers if you know who the shooter is. Reporting live on.
And you all know that somebody at that gathering knows who the shooter is. Somebody knows. I don't want to get involved. You can call anonymously. This is why, if you're in those areas, I would rather be a hermit. I would rather be alone. If you see that negative energy, oh, so-and-so's cousin, go the other way. Oh, she stays by herself. She and her husband or her boyfriend, whatever, they're loners. Keep it like that. Because you're doing something with your life, and it's normal to want to interact with people, totally understand it. You're doing something with your life, they're not. And they could be doing something that's very dangerous. So you could cause harm to yourself or worse, cause death just by being in association with. You know what I mean? It's like if you're in those areas, leave people out. I don't care if it's a family member. We prefer that you don't come over here. Oh, he's in a gang. We prefer you don't come over here. Oh, he steals. We prefer you don't come over here. I would just make it real clear, because you're not going to bring that where I am if I can avoid it. Oh, well, that's family. Well, I put it this way. You feel that strongly about it, go ahead and do you. I'm just giving my opinion until it happens to your child or someone else. It makes no sense. So I have a hard time believing that this beautiful young girl has some kind of beef in the street. College student. I'm thinking maybe somebody else they were after, and she just happened to be there. Beautiful young girl, dreams gone. A positive person that we need. And gee, I wonder who did it. Who could it be? And this person driving this red vehicle, somebody knows who he is. His baby mama know who he is. His boys, his cousin, his mother will know who he is. And rest assured, he will sleep somewhere tonight, lay his head. He will eat food, more than likely not alone, have drinks. He'll be around other people, and they know exactly what happened. And they'll, well, two wrongs don't make a right. The dysfunction. A main reason to leave Blackistan is safety. It's not worth it. And you wonder why the property value is the way it is. You want to talk about gentrification? Pookie and Ray Ray. These Dusty's, that's the number one leader of gentrification. So here's the thing. They plan out, and one of the commenters mentioned this before. It's, people in business understand. They plan out. They're not planning out the next 2 weeks. They'll be planning out 10, 20, 30 years. They have people you can hire. My dad told me about this when I was a kid. You can hire people to say, okay, people are going to be moving in this location, and I mentioned this before in the video, in 20 or 30 years. So what do? You go and you buy the land. You buy it real cheap. Then you just wait. Boom. African American man, I know he did that, and I was shocked. He paid $20,000, held on to it, got divorced, still got that land, and he sold it for $1 million. And at this time he was like in his about mid 50s. Sold it for $1 million, and he already had a decent home in a very middle class neighborhood. That'll never happen in Detroit. This is why they gentrify. They make sure they get all the little chocolate drops out. Even if you're a good person, African American, minority, what have you, and you're not part of that, you get affected too. Because they want what they said, not everybody, they want everybody. They want everybody out. They don't want to leave her because they know if you say, well, I'm going to leave some of them in here, those are good people. No, it doesn't work like that. They want you out. Because, see, somebody that's like a degenerate. So what they do, we need to clean, so get them all out. If they can't get you all out for development, they'll just start buying houses. Boop, boop, Next thing you know, the taxes go up. You can't afford it. Then you're basically being pushed out. They have a plan. They're always planning. Always planning. And you wonder why this group is always losing. This is just the norm in the black community. You expect for a shooting to occur. This is who they've become. This is what the Dusties have bought us as a group. Unbelievable. This is known. So yeah, the Dusties, since you want to come for black women, uh, it's so stupid. You're coming after black women for voicing their opinions, for trying to strive to get their education, but you don't come after the ones that are just showing you as a degradation. You ought to be embarrassed. I don't see how some of these black men want to go around here flossing and all that. You look like the joke. Seriously. And then the sad thing is, when you have a black man that wants to step out about that, oh man, we ain't trying to hear that. You don't know about here. We ain't trying to hear all that. So stupid. They won't even listen to that kind of man. So quite often I see those guys just kind of going about the business. And it's a waste of time. They got too much things they could do. But yeah, this is what they do. They take away the best and brightest in the neighborhood. The Dusties. A nursing student. The Klan didn't come after her. They're not saying it was a white man, Asian man, Hispanic man, Colombian. We already know. More than likely, Dusty. Beautiful girl gone. They have no conscience. And for the baby mamas that deal with these men, girl, I'm so tired of you. I'm so through with you. This may sound mean. For the baby mamas that hold this up and coddle them and feed them off our money from the food stamps, you house them off our money from these voucher programs, whatever this discount thing for the voucher for Section 8. This may sound mean and cruel. I would not be, except for the children, because I do love kids. But for you, I don't care if they just cut it all off. For the ones that are this is what you're raising. This is what you're calling in your home. Those kind of men, they could cut it all off. I wouldn't lose 1 week of sleep. I would only fear for the children because they would catch the brunt of it. They would catch the brunt. But I could care. They would say, "Oh, we're gonna go ahead and cut that all off." It sounds maybe mean and harsh. Well, guess what? What happened to this girl is mean and harsh. It really is. What happened to her is mean and harsh. Very sad. So once again, another day in Blackistan, sitting on a bike, doing something with your life. Dusty come by, it's night. But we still have them. So the good ones, we're losing the good people who are productive, but we're stuck with the Dusties. Make it make sense. Rest in peace. So very, very sad. I tell you, I think this group is basically done. And you wonder why the areas are the way they are. You think somebody's going to come in and throw in millions of dollars and you sitting up there acting like wide up, uncouth. No. I get it. Either move them out with the taxes, buy little properties, and do that kind of like smother you out. So you have to go and then gentrify. And then you come back, oh, look at that neighborhood walk that they doing when we was there. Because we was don't know how to act. We was like thug culture. I tell you, this group should be, we're an embarrassment. When you look at this right here to the world, who does this? Wake up in the morning and just shoot. Or they got some beef. Who the beef gonna get you? That's why I can tell you to get you, pull eminent domain, and what you gonna do then? Pack up your little dusty bags, the little Walmart bag, or what do they call it? The 3 trash bags. Pack that up and put your things in it, and you're gonna go. But you got some beef. This is so embarrassing on so many levels. I want to stop here because I don't want to get too negative. But I just want to show you this is what the man makes. This is what happens. Some of these baby mamas, they know who these men are, and they try to hide. My children's father, girl, bye. My children's father. Well, they ain't gonna have no father. He's not much of a father, because if he was, you wouldn't be on the system. Let's get that understood. If he was much of a father, a provider, you would need him financially. And what is he teaching the children? To be like him, a degenerate? So yeah, I wanted to do this quick video. Saturday, every day in the black neighborhood, this is what we have. These dusters are waking up and they are up to no good. So feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Please stay safe, young women. Don't don't get caught up with these dusties. Don't even deal with them. Please don't have a child by them. You just put yourself on a pathway to poverty and heartache. Mm-hmm. You might as well tell your child, but they're in the stomach. Okay, then when you come out, I'm gonna need you to learn to move your head real quick, dodge these bullets. You understand? Okay? Don't watch TV on the sofa. Gotta watch out for cars that come just jump down. It's crazy. It doesn't even make any sense. But that's what you're setting them up for. You're prepared for. So feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I am out.